all listeners. So, first of all, I would like to invite today. Our topic is how important Buddhist story in 21st century. How important is Buddhist education in 21st century? So now that over pandemic time, how important our Buddhist story. So the first, the moderator, I'm moderator. The speaker is the Venerable China. And second is the Ulasara absent, Venerable Nandiya absent, and Venerable Bhikkhuni Monotas absent. Number 5, Miss Regina Chakma absent. So the first speaker is right here, the most venerable, the Jinas Lankara. Please, you're welcome.
Unlimited time, huh? Oh, that's good, today.
Timeless. Akaliko. No? Akaliko.
Oh, two, Very famous, two speaker, three speaker.
You hold it. Microphone.
This also. Okay. Good afternoon, all my brothers and sisters in Dhamma. As we all know that the topics today we are discussing, how is the importance of Buddhist education in 21st century? It means that in the modern nowadays, but I think the Buddhist education is always important, not only in 21st century or not only in the before or in the future, always be important. I will be discuss about this, how and why. As we all know that in the general way that we can understand, the education is one of the system to achieve the knowledge, idea, and trainings. This is in the general way, but our topic is Buddhist education. So I would like to first, when I saw these topics, I remember the one stanza from the Mangala Sutta that the Buddha said that Bahu Satchansa Sipansa Binayosa Susikito. We all very well known about these stanzas because every time when we go to invitation, we recite this one. But even though some of us, we think that the teachings of Mangala Sutta is only for lay devotees, not for monks. But for me is the Buddha's teachings, in any teachings, is for all, both monks as well as lay devotees. As we can see that Bahu Satchansa Sipansa Binayosa Susikito. It means that we have to be the well skilled in any handcrafts or as well as in the Vinaya. So now, if we want to know, if we want to have a good knowledge and idea about the Vinaya, the education is the first step to understanding this one. So that for myself, according to my understanding is the Buddhist education, the main idea or main goal is for the development of human personality. You see that Vinaya, it means that the Vinaya teaches us about our personality, behavior, that how we act and behave, or our attitudes with others. So that to see this one, Buddhist education is very important. before during the Buddha's time, or as well as not so long time, that the Buddhist university or Buddhist college, Buddhist schools, that officially they opened not so long ago. Before also, those who are in the such as the Buddhist people live at there, have monasteries, temples, or anything that where the monks teach the Buddhism. To teachings, the monks, if anyone talk and teach about the Buddha's teachings, for myself, this is called Buddhist education. But nowadays, we can see that there are so many Buddhist university and Buddhist colleges are available in around the world. Why? Because before, during the Buddha's time, we no need to be the study in college or university like this. Because during that time, the people's their mind is very sharp. Whatever they heard from the Buddha, they can remember and then they can practice. But now, due to the development of the technology, the scientists, the peoples become so intellectual by the technology systems, and that we, including myself, we have become lazy. Why lazy? Before, when I become novice, that time I don't have mobile, and even I don't have mobile, but so many monks they use mobile, and I have remembered all their contact numbers. Maybe you don't believe me, but this is true. But when I bought one mobile and I set their contact number, only I can remember my mobile number. Because of why? It doesn't mean that I lost memory, no. Because I lazy to see the contact number. Because they have the saving, if I want to call someone, I no need to click the numbers. Only find the name and then call, can make call. If I have to click their mobile number, and then I can remember, because to remembering something is very important, a practical one. So that in such way we become lazy. And then now of the practicing of the Buddha's teachings, also if we hear from some our masters or intellectual monks, wise monks, it is very hard for us to remember. So that nowadays we are studying in the university, and now we are practicing both. For myself, I can say that pariyatti as well as patipatti. Patipati, it's not mean only to practicing meditation in here. Because whatever we learn from the books or from our teachers, and then we have to write as an assignment, as a thesis, as a paper, or so on. Whenever we write such things, we can remember. It makes us to remembering the Buddha's teachings, which we can apply in our daily life, as well as this is very helpful for us to propagation the Buddhism. So, so in such a way that, as I mentioned, that Buddha's teachings, that in the education teach us the human development of personalities mostly. So now, but the Buddha's teaching is mainly they have the objective and aims is to attain, to achieve, become a to attain the wisdom, wise person, not only intellectual person, intelligent person. So far, I mentioned that for my understanding, intelligent persons and wise person is so different. How different? One who wise person really, he can understand. He can understand that about the morality, non-violent. But the intellectual person, the thinking is only how can we develop for the society, for the benefits to mostly they think that oneself. Because one who only study, learn, well-educated person in the general way, we cannot say he is a good person. Buddha also never said that one who only achieve the degree holders, he is not a well-educated person. But one who is well known about the conduct, moral conduct, and behavior, ethics, they are the well-educated person. Why? Because they don't only think about oneself. They do things, many things for oneself and also for others. Mostly they think about the society, how we can develop the society with peace and happiness. So that the Buddha's teaching is the aims that which lead us to from suffering to happiness by teaching that Vinaya. So that the Mangala Sutta said that Vinayasa Susikito. We have to be the well known about the Vinaya. So so that how we can say that the Buddha's teaching means that a human person, one person can be transformed into a good personality, because he can understand what is good and what is bad, what is benefits for both oneself and others. He can understand. So he will do such things and such work which is benefit for himself and also for others. So we can say that this is the one of the reason that the Buddhist education is very important, mostly in this era, the 21st century, because there are so many technology system that people can learn many things through the websites, and then they don't use their wisdom, and they just use their intelligent one. So they can perform anything. Whether they will not think that whether it is what will be the benefits or what will be the result in the future. It will be good or bad. So that the Buddha's teaching lead us the wisdom one, wise person one. And then we can manage the society very peaceful and well. So that, and also there have one book that education in modern, written by the Lord. He also said that education is life and life is education. Because of why? One who can learn, one who study or learn something, he can understand about the life. Whether how he will be surviving his life, because nowadays the education is very important, as much as, but must have to be the go along with to each other together, co-independence. General education with Buddhist education. Without Buddhist education, I don't think so that there might be the society can be the peace and happiness. As we can see that there in this world, there are so many educated persons, but most of they are not Buddhist. They don't have the Buddhist education. So that the world becomes very worse. Here in news, if we see the news, there we can see that there are so many violence to each other and one country with another country. For myself, I think that because of why? Because they don't have the Buddhist education. They have general education. They are high qualified. But in the Buddhist education system wise, they are very low. So as we all know that the violence or war, it's the cause is avijja. We all know avijja, right? Due to avijja, all the violence comes. So the Buddha's teachings, the Buddhist education teach us what is avijja, how we can remove. If one can remove the avijja, he have wisdom, and then he can understand about the four Brahma Vihara. One who can understand the four Brahma Vihara, he or his society very peaceful and happiness. In such a way that for myself is Buddhist education is very important in 21st century. Mostly that we have to teach to the new generation, because as I said that without the Buddhist teachings, only the general teachings, the society will be not peace and happiness. So that we all have to try how to propagate not only the education, but Buddhist education mostly to our future generation one. So this is my concept and my understanding how the Buddhist education is important in the 21st century. Thank you. You want to talk me more? Huh? Enough.